Top 10 celebrities who are secretly bald.
And you have to do it. You have to, or I'll fire you. Do you understand?
A-list actors sneaking into back alley clinics at 3 a.m. Pop stars concealing bald spots under elaborate wigs during sold-out concerts. The glamorous world of celebrity hides a shocking secret. Many are desperately fighting a losing battle against hair loss, going to extreme lengths to maintain the illusion of perfect hair. Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney's battle with hair loss and his choice to undergo multiple hair transplant surgeries have been a hot topic in both sports and celebrity circles. Fascinatingly, Rooney's childhood dream wasn't always to be a football star. He briefly considered becoming a boxer, inspired by his Irish grandfather's tales of local boxing lore. However, fate had other plans, and the football pitch became his stage. At the young age of 23, the football prodigy began to notice his hair thinning, openly expressing his concerns about going bald. In a 2011 tweet, he declared, "Just to confirm to all my followers, I have had a hair transplant. I was going bald at 25, why not? I'm delighted with the result." This public admission spoke volumes about the pressures on men, particularly public figures, to maintain a certain physical image. Rooney's first hair transplant took place at the renowned Harley Street Hair Clinic, with a reported cost of approximately $30,000. His decision to openly talk about the experience not only normalized male hair loss for many struggling in private, but also inspired a surge in men seeking similar treatments. Dr. Asim Shamalak, a well-known hair transplant surgeon, remarked, "Rooney was a game-changer for men in their 20s. Although the initial procedure was successful, Rooney returned for a second hair transplant in 2013, illustrating the ongoing nature of battling hair loss, making him even more relatable to fans fighting their own hair-thinning battles." Nicolas Cage.
And you have to do it. You have to, or I'll fire you. Do you understand?
Nicolas Cage, the Oscar-winning actor known for his eccentric personality and intense performances, has a filmography filled with iconic movies like Face Off, Con Air, The Rock, and Adaptation. Interestingly, Cage is a huge comic book fan and even named his son Cowell after Superman. Talk about commitment to youthful ideals. In his early career, particularly in films like Valley Girl and Peggy Sue Got Married, Cage had a full, thick head of hair that added to his youthful charm. However, by the late 1990s, coinciding with his action-packed role in Con Air, he began to experience significant hair loss, leading to a visible change in his appearance. Undeterred, Cage has experimented with various hairstyles to camouflage his thinning hair. He apparently turned to hairpieces, and there's also speculation that he may have undergone hair transplant procedures. At one premiere, an observer noted, Cage was seen sporting a suspiciously full head of hair, a marked difference from his previously receding hairline. Interestingly, Cage is also known for his method acting and has even undergone dramatic physical transformations for roles, even pulling out his own tooth for a film once. So, changing his hair seems relatively tame in comparison. Cage's continued efforts to conceal his hair loss point towards a desire to maintain his earlier image. Cage openly declared his feelings about balding, "I'm not a fan of baldness," a statement that reflects his resistance to embracing a fully bald look. His struggle with hair loss highlights a common experience for many men as they age, and Cage's journey illustrates the lengths some will go to in maintaining their youthful appearance in the public eye. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, is known as much for his combative personality as for his signature hairstyle. His hair has been a constant subject of conversation, frequently overshadowing his political endeavors. Trump has playfully acknowledged the scrutiny, once quipping, "Oh, I try like hell to hide that bald spot, folks. I work hard at it." This suggests a conscious effort to maintain his famous look, rumored to be achieved through an elaborate hairpiece. It's whispered that this creation, the work of a celebrity stylist, initially cost a staggering $60,000, with ongoing maintenance expenses of $3,000 every 6 weeks. Interestingly, it's said that Trump's long-standing rivalry with Rosie O'Donnell began, in part, because of her public mockery of his hair. The unusual nature of Trump's hair, commonly labeled a comb-over, has attracted both fascination and ridicule. Critics have likened it to urine-stained candy floss, and, famously by a Spy magazine writer, a venomous asp caterpillar because of its odd formation. Renowned stylist Matthew Curtis once commented on its bafflingly cleverly crafted structure, theorizing that it echoes Trump's own desire to project an image of masculinity and authority. Curtis stated, "Professionals hate it, but we're also totally fascinated by its structure. In the world of high-stakes image management, maintaining the illusion is paramount." It is also said that Trump's meticulous routine even involves a self-administered hairspray ritual, sometimes carried out mid-speech, to ensure not a single strand is out of place. This devotion shows he likely perceives a completely bald look as potentially damaging to his image. Image expert Daniel Johnson once pointed out that Trump's hair makes him an easy target for mockery, asking, "How can a man who can't control his hair have his finger on the button?" Despite the jabs, Trump has stuck with his hair choices, even joking during rallies, "It's my hair. May not be great, but I will say it's better than most of my friends who are the same age." This mix of self-awareness and stubbornness perfectly embodies his unique public persona. How surprised are you by the upkeep fees of $3,000 every 6 weeks for Trump's hairpiece? Comment with a number from 0, not surprised at all, to 9, extremely surprised. Hugh Laurie.
People choose the paths that gain them the greatest rewards for the least amount of effort. That's a law of nature.
Hugh Laurie, famous for his compelling performance as Dr. Gregory House in the medical drama House, has had a multifaceted career in entertainment. Before capturing hearts as the sardonic doctor, he was a fixture in British comedy, appearing in shows like Blackadder and A Bit of Fry and Laurie, notably sporting a full, youthful head of hair. But as the years progressed, the signs of male pattern baldness became increasingly evident, especially during the later seasons of House. To address his thinning hair, Laurie adopted a faux messy hairstyle for his iconic character, projecting an image of intellectual carelessness combined with rugged charm. This choice was likely a deliberate one, both stylistic and practical, cleverly deflecting focus from his receding hairline. Laurie once playfully admitted in character on the show, "Everybody lies," and reflecting on his own looks, "I've always been a bit of a mess," a quip that resonates perfectly with the persona of Dr. House.
A haircut, that's right, yes. Of course, a haircut.
He was a well-known British rower following his father's footsteps and winning several trophies. Deliberately untidy style certainly enhanced the character's appeal. It might have missed a chance to represent balding doctors who might have appreciated seeing a more accurate portrayal of their own struggles with hair loss. The hairstyle nevertheless became an essential part of Dr. House's identity, blending the character's medical brilliance with a relatable, if somewhat disheveled, appearance. In a parallel universe, perhaps Dr. House confidently rocks a shaved head. But in this one, the carefully constructed, messy look became iconic. Speculation has circulated regarding whether Laurie might have undergone hair restoration procedures, yet he has never publicly confirmed or denied such rumors. Regardless, his ability to adapt and integrate his hairstyle into his on-screen presence has undeniably contributed to his continued success and broad appeal as an actor. Elton John. Elton John, an icon of the music world, is known for his powerful voice, flamboyant costumes, and a vast catalog of hit songs spanning more than 5 decades. Boasting over 300 million records sold worldwide and decorated with 6 Grammys, an Oscar, and a Tony, John stands as one of history's most successful solo artists. Did you know, in a nod to his flamboyant style, Elton once owned over 250,000 pairs of sunglasses? Early in his career in the late 1960s, John sported a full head of brown hair, complementing his energetic stage persona and colorful outfits. However, by the early 1970s, he started to experience noticeable hair loss, a personal detail he kept private. Facing the challenge of balding while in the public eye, John initially resorted to wearing hats to cover his receding hairline. In a 2011 interview, he jokingly said that going bald would make him look like Shrek, and that his head shape wasn't right for it. As his hair loss progressed, John took more drastic measures, undergoing 2 hair transplant surgeries in the late 1970s, which ultimately proved unsuccessful. He later described these procedures as unpleasant and admitted they hurt like hell. Even among his music industry peers, John's hair became a topic of lighthearted teasing. Rod Stewart once quipped that one of John's hairpieces resembled a dead squirrel. Despite these personal struggles and jokes, John remained committed to his music and used his platform to champion important causes, notably HIV/AIDS awareness. He continues to entertain audiences worldwide with his timeless music and unique style, proving that true talent and dedication transcend physical appearance. Elon Musk. The tech titan and space pioneer Elon Musk hasn't shied away from discussing his struggles with hair loss. Early in his career, particularly during his Zip 2 days when he was sleeping on the office couch and showering at the YMCA, Musk's hairline was visibly receding, a classic sign of male pattern baldness. He once admitted, "I was losing my hair and I didn't want to be bald," showing he wasn't one to ignore the problem. Photos from Musk's early ventures before he revolutionized electric cars with Tesla or dreamt of Mars with SpaceX show a noticeable difference in his hair density compared to today. Back then, his hair loss appeared to be around a Norwood 4 level, with significant thinning at the temples and crown. However, he now sports a noticeably fuller head of hair, fueling much speculation about his methods. Did you know that during this time, Musk actually taught himself rocketry by reading books? That relentless drive for knowledge likely fueled his solution for hair loss too. The most likely explanation for Musk's revitalized hairline is hair transplantation, a procedure that surged in popularity among high-profile figures. Experts believe he likely underwent several sessions, possibly utilizing follicular unit extraction, FUE. The results speak for themselves as he presents a youthful and confident image, sparking discussions on the effectiveness of hair restoration. Musk's hair transformation serves as a compelling case study of effectively combating baldness. His approach reflects his overall philosophy, famously stating, "If you can improve something, why not?" This ethos extends beyond his groundbreaking work in technology and space travel to include personal decisions about appearance and self-confidence. AJ McLean. AJ McLean, the charismatic member of the iconic boy band Backstreet Boys, hasn't shied away from discussing his journey with hair loss and his subsequent decision to undergo hair restoration. Interestingly, before finding global fame, McLean actually held several odd jobs, one being a waiter at a now-defunct Tex-Mex restaurant in Florida, where he dreamt of his big break. Years later, facing the common challenge of a receding hairline, a problem that can deeply impact one's confidence, especially for someone constantly in the spotlight, McLean took action to reclaim his youthful appearance. In an industry where image is paramount, his choice was understandable. The transformation in McLean's hair has not gone unnoticed by fans and media alike. While the singer hasn't outright confirmed having a hair transplant, the visible improvement in his hair's fullness and style has fueled such speculation. Observers have noted a more robust and vibrant hairline in recent public appearances. Moreover, fans recalled a past social media post where McLean hinted at having undergone a procedure. The post said, "Girls get boob jobs, men get ab implants, if it makes them happy. Me, I did this and I'm happy about it." McLean's openness about his hair restoration journey has garnered him appreciation for his honesty and willingness to address the issue candidly. He even joked that Nick Carter was jealous he wasn't losing hair fast enough to get one too. Jude Law.
Now I do like a little splash on Big Ben. You never know where the day may take you.
Jude Law, the charismatic British actor, famed for his captivating presence and roles in critically acclaimed films such as The Talented Mr. Ripley and Gattaca, has chosen a unique path in dealing with his hair loss. Did you know that before hitting it big as an actor, Jude Law tried his hand at modeling, showing the world those captivating blue eyes and a full head of hair he was once known for? Law, a recipient of 2 Oscar nominations and a BAFTA award, presents a distinct approach to his changing appearance. Rather than masking his baldness, Law has adopted a signature hairstyle characterized by a prominent patch of hair at the front of his head. This style may subtly hint at his earlier hairline, generating discussion among both fans and critics alike. The general public has come to embrace this particular look as a defining aspect of his persona rather than a flaw. Adding a touch of humor to his public image, Law has openly joked about his commitment to this hairstyle, saying, "I would never know how to sell myself as a sex symbol. That's not how I'm programmed." This acceptance of his appearance deeply resonates with many, showcasing his ability to succeed in an industry that often prioritizes physical perfection. Did you know Law's son, Rafferty Law, is now a sought-after model, even mirroring his dad's youthful looks and style? In summary, Jude Law's experience with hair loss represents a story of self-acceptance. He balances a thriving career with an open embrace of his evolving look, inspiring audiences to recognize the actor for his talent and persona above physical attributes alone. John Travolta. John Travolta, the celebrated actor known for his iconic roles in Grease and Pulp Fiction, has had a long and successful career in Hollywood. Interestingly, Travolta is a licensed pilot and owns several planes, including a Boeing 707. Throughout his career, he has showcased various hairstyles, often adapting to the demands of his on-screen characters. However, as he's gotten older, Travolta has faced hair loss, and his attempts to camouflage it have drawn public scrutiny and speculation. Travolta's numerous memorable roles and achievements underscore his talent and versatility as an actor. He has garnered numerous accolades, including an Emmy Award and multiple Golden Globe nominations. His breakout performance came in 1977 with Saturday Night Fever, earning him his first Academy Award nomination. The following year, he starred in the blockbuster musical Grease, cementing his status as a Hollywood icon. Despite his professional success, Travolta's hair loss has been a subject of discussion among fans and the media. His public appearances, particularly at the Oscars, have revealed his efforts to conceal his thinning hair. One article noted, Travolta's Oscar appearances reveal a man that still thinks he can swindle the general public, evidenced by the awkward fluff cut year after year. These attempts to hide his hair loss have often been seen as unconvincing and awkward, especially in the age of the internet. The article further stated, "In the age of Google, one can easily find bald pictures of Mr. Travolta, which makes the attempts at hair redemption so agonizing." The disparity between Travolta's natural hair and his red carpet looks has been readily apparent. As one source commented, "While not quite as aggressive as Steven Seagal's hair maintenance, Travolta's Oscar appearances reveal a man that still thinks he can swindle the general public, evidenced by the awkward fluff cut year after year." Despite the media's focus on his hair loss, Travolta has continued to work steadily in the entertainment industry. He remains a beloved figure among fans who appreciate his talent and charisma, regardless of his physical appearance. Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell, the sharp-tongued music mogul and TV personality, has often found himself the subject of speculation, particularly regarding his hair. He's known for his consistent hairstyle, but his receding hairline has fueled considerable public curiosity. Many believe Cowell may be using hairpieces or undergoing procedures to preserve a youthful look. Did you know that Cowell dropped out of school at 16 and initially worked as a runner on the set of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining? That early ambition foreshadowed his sharp eye for image, both in music and in his own presentation. In a candid interview, Cowell addressed the pressure to maintain his appearance, saying, "There was a stage where I might have gone a bit too far. I saw a picture of me from before the other day and didn't recognize it as me." This reveals his awareness of public scrutiny, a constant companion for someone in the limelight. While Cowell has been open about using cosmetic procedures such as Botox and fillers, he once quipped that Botox hurt less than an X Factor audition. He's been less forthcoming about his hair. Persistent rumors about hairpieces abound, particularly given the noticeable fluctuations in his hairline over the years. The fact that his hair sometimes appears much denser than might be expected has only intensified the speculation. Cowell's approach to his appearance illustrates a wider trend among celebrities who feel compelled to counter the visible signs of aging. He once cautioned, "I think you've got to be very careful as a guy in particular, that you can end up looking really, really weird." This reflects the fine balance he attempts to strike between preserving a youthful image and managing public perceptions. Steven Seagal.
Why? Because he's a chicken shit pussy asshole, you know?
Steven Seagal, the iconic action film star and Aikido expert, has drawn considerable attention regarding his hair throughout his long career in the spotlight. In his early days in Hollywood, it was pretty obvious he had a thinning crown, with a markedly receding hairline, even in his debut film, Above the Law. It's worth noting, before his acting career took off, Seagal actually operated an Aikido dojo in Japan. Perhaps that intense training regimen contributed to his distinctive tough guy persona. His hair was often characterized as sparse, and he seemed to rely more on his imposing physical presence than on having a full head of hair to captivate audiences. Over time, Seagal appears to have sought hair plugs or other enhancement methods to address his hair loss, changes that became particularly noticeable in low-light settings, where the contrast between his hair and scalp was more obvious. In films like Hard to Kill, a significant transformation in his hair's appearance took place, triggering widespread speculation about hair transplant procedures. People often remarked on the somewhat unnatural appearance of his hair, sometimes likening it to a solid helmet, heavily styled and possibly supplemented by spray-on thickening products. It's also rumored that Seagal, aside from his martial arts and acting careers, has a deep interest in Eastern philosophy, and even considers himself a reincarnated Buddhist Lama. Although rumors have swirled for years about his changing hair, Seagal has consistently remained vague about specific procedures he might have undergone. He has acknowledged the visible changes over the years, but has never confirmed any particular treatments. In one interview, Seagal cryptically stated, "I have no fear of death. More important, I don't fear life." A quote that seems to reflect his overall attitude towards public opinion and scrutiny. This enigmatic stance only intensifies the intrigue surrounding his evolving hairstyles, prompting fans and critics alike to speculate about the truth behind his seemingly age-defying hair. What word best describes Steven Seagal's approach to his hair changes? Comment with one word, such as mysterious, evasive, or confident. Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay, the fiery chef renowned for both his culinary prowess and his signature spiky hairstyle, has openly battled the common struggle of male pattern baldness. Over the years, his hairline has visibly receded, fueling speculation about whether he's employed clever hairstyling, hair-thickening fibers, or even more invasive procedures like hair transplants to maintain his recognizable image. Interestingly, before he became a culinary superstar, Ramsay was a promising football player. Sadly, a severe knee injury dashed his athletic dreams, leading him to the world of haute cuisine where he'd build his empire instead. In 2011, Ramsay was photographed leaving a well-known hair transplant clinic, adding serious weight to the rumors that he was actively combating his thinning locks. It's widely believed he opted for a follicular unit extraction (FUE) procedure, celebrated for its subtle results and minimal scarring. The changes in Ramsay's appearance became particularly noticeable around 2014, when he debuted a new hairstyle that skillfully camouflaged his receding hairline. His hair looked noticeably thicker and fuller, leading many to suspect he'd undergone a follow-up procedure. Ramsay himself has famously said, "I'm not vain, but I want to look good." This candid remark highlights his awareness of the importance of a youthful and vibrant image, particularly for a television personality who's constantly in the public eye. And while we're talking television appearances, it's said Ramsay's family dog, Rumpole, actually made a cameo in one of his cooking shows. That is a truly heartwarming moment for his viewers. Although Ramsay has remained private about the specifics of his hair restoration journey, the evolution of his hairline and styling choices suggests a deliberate effort to manage his appearance. With his trademark tousled blonde hair, he continues to captivate audiences worldwide, demonstrating that even a notoriously tough chef isn't immune to the pressures of aging and the significance of looking your best in the entertainment world. Matthew McConaughey. The charismatic Matthew McConaughey, a name synonymous with Hollywood success, has often found himself at the center of speculation regarding his hair. The public's curiosity peaked particularly around the early 2000s, with photographs surfacing that revealed a noticeably receding hairline. It's worth noting that around this time, McConaughey was deeply immersed in his breakout role in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, a time when his image was becoming increasingly iconic, adding pressure to maintain a certain look. However, his more recent public appearances showcase a dramatically fuller head of hair, leading many to wonder about the methods he might have employed. McConaughey has been refreshingly candid about these whispers, openly sharing his journey with hair loss. He once admitted to having a silver dollar bald on top, acknowledging the challenges he faced with thinning hair in the late 1990s. Initially, he considered hair plugs, but as he put it, "Wait, I'm not ready to go quietly into the night on this." Instead of opting for surgery, he committed to a diligent daily routine. "I shave it all off, and then I get this topical ointment and I rub it into my scalp once a day for 10 minutes, he explained in an interview, emphasizing his dedication to this regimen. It wasn't just about vanity. McConaughey is known for his intense commitment to any role or project he undertakes. This same laser-focused approach to battling hair loss is an extension of his personality. Despite the visible success of his efforts, rumors of a hair transplant persisted. McConaughey amusingly recounted an incident involving a Beverly Hills doctor who examined his hair and confirmed its natural growth, directly contradicting a surgeon who had publicly claimed responsibility for McConaughey's hair restoration. "You don't have transplants," the doctor declared, to which McConaughey replied, "Of course I don't." In essence, McConaughey's narrative not only underscores his commitment to maintaining his appearance, but also enriches the ongoing conversation about aging and self-acceptance within the entertainment industry. As he stated, "I still use the same hair growth serum today. I'm not taking that chance." His experience highlights the power of perseverance and authenticity in the face of public scrutiny. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, the acclaimed actor and director celebrated for his roles in hits like Good Will Hunting, Argo, and Batman v Superman, has found himself at the center of speculation regarding hair loss in recent years. While not completely bald, Affleck has shown signs of a receding hairline, leading to rumors about potential methods he might be using to address it. Interestingly, beyond his acting career, Affleck is deeply involved in philanthropic work, particularly in the Eastern Congo, advocating for human rights and economic development. A particularly notable incident occurred in 2016 when photos surfaced of Affleck on the set of Live by Night, with a significantly fuller head of hair than usual. This sparked widespread conjecture that he was either wearing a hairpiece or had undergone a hair transplant. Adding fuel to the fire in 2017, Matt Damon, Affleck's longtime friend and collaborator, jokingly remarked in an interview that he'd never seen Affleck without a hairpiece, and wasn't sure if Affleck had any real hair underneath. Damon's playful jab highlights the close yet competitive nature of their relationship, a bond forged over decades in Hollywood. Affleck's appearances on the red carpet often showcase a strikingly full head of hair, causing some to suspect he may be using strategic hairstyling or even hairpieces to give the impression of denser hair. A source once observed, Ben Affleck's smile lines are deeper than they used to be, which could indicate this isn't just natural aging, but possibly some kind of cosmetic procedure like concealing dental gaps with veneers. The source's remark not only alludes to potential cosmetic enhancements, but also points towards the intense scrutiny celebrities face regarding their appearance. Despite all the speculation, Affleck has never publicly confirmed or denied using any hair restoration methods. However, evidence suggests the actor may be taking steps to manage his hair loss, whether through hairpieces, strategic styling, or possibly hair transplant surgery. An expert in the field once explained, "This advanced method involves moving individual hair follicles from one part of the body to areas experiencing thinning, leading to a natural-looking restoration of hair growth." Enjoying this video? Like and subscribe for more. Not feeling it? A like would still be appreciated, and your comments will help me do better next time. Andre Agassi.
I've never prayed for a result in my life, but I prayed that day
tennis
for
icon.
that wig to stay on.
Andre Agassi, known for his powerful ground strokes and rebellious image, began losing his hair early in his career, a fact that deeply troubled him. Imagine this. During the 1990 French Open, underneath that vibrant, flowing blonde hair was actually a carefully constructed wig. It wasn't just about vanity. It was a deep-seated insecurity. In Agassi's own words, "Every morning I would get up and find another piece of my identity on the pillow, in the wash basin, down the plug hole." This hairpiece became synonymous with Agassi's look. Agassi had an unusual habit during this time. He reportedly would meticulously inspect each wig before a match, ensuring every strand was in place, sometimes spending hours doing so, which became somewhat of a bizarre pre-game ritual. This obsession, however, took a toll on his game. The night before his first Grand Slam final, imagine the panic. Not of facing his opponent, but of his wig disintegrating in the shower. He recalled praying, "Not for victory, but that my hairpiece would not fall off," showing just how much it consumed him during crucial moments. He lost that final to Andres Gomez, and the distraction of his hair certainly played a role. It was his then-girlfriend, actress Brooke Shields, who finally gave him the courage to face his fear. Did you know that Shields once playfully referred to Agassi's wig collection as his hair library, each piece having a nickname and specific style? She encouraged him to shave his head. He described the moment he finally did as liberating, saying, "A stranger stood before me in the mirror and smiled." This act of self-acceptance not only transformed Agassi personally, but also set an example for other celebrities, showing the power of embracing one's true self. Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx, celebrated for his dynamic acting career and chameleon-like ability to transform his look, has become a focal point of discussion regarding his hairline. Throughout his career, we've seen him sport everything from voluminous afros to a completely shaved head, showcasing his incredible range. But did you know that long before his acting career skyrocketed, Jamie Foxx was actually a classically trained pianist? This musical talent even led him to play piano and sing in a new Baptist church during his early years. As time marched on, fans began noticing distinct shifts in his hairline, sparking whispers about potential hairpieces or other interventions to combat the hands of time. In more recent years, observers have pointed out that Foxx's hairline appears to have receded, making his forehead more prominent. The tattoo on the back of his head follows an unusual line across his head, similar to the line used in a strip hair transplant, remarked one observer, fueling speculation about possible surgical enhancements, especially since his hairline today seems significantly denser and more defined than it once did. Interestingly, Foxx's dedication to maintaining his looks extends beyond just his hair. There are rumors that he utilizes cryotherapy chambers to enhance muscle recovery and boost his overall energy levels, a technique becoming popular with other high-performance individuals. Foxx himself has remained tight-lipped, neither confirming nor denying the swirling rumors, a common tactic among celebrities burdened by the constant need to project an image of perfection. An industry insider noted, "Actors often deny cosmetic procedures. It's easier for people to accept their own hair loss when they see famous individuals facing the same issue." Though he has not publicly discussed any hair restoration efforts, the visible shift in his appearance certainly suggests that Jamie Foxx may have taken proactive measures to keep his look as dynamic as his career. Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen, the actor known equally for his compelling roles in films like Platoon and Wall Street, and his often turbulent personal life, has frequently been the subject of speculation regarding hair loss and possible concealment methods. Interestingly, around the time of his highly publicized departure from the hit TV show 2.5 Men, a period of intense media scrutiny, the variations in Sheen's hairstyles became even more noticeable, further fueling the rumors. Over the years, Sheen has sported everything from very short hairstyles to much fuller, more youthful looks, sparking conjecture about potential hair transplants or the use of other hair restoration techniques. While he has never openly admitted to using hairpieces, paparazzi photos have occasionally captured glimpses of Sheen's receding hairline and bald spots, suggesting that he might not always be sporting his natural hair during public appearances or in his acting roles. As one insider observed, Charlie Sheen is rumored to wear a toupee for most acting jobs and public appearances. Although he never admits it, several images of him clearly show bald spots and, on occasion, his receding hairline. This is not entirely uncommon in Hollywood. Many leading men throughout the history of film have resorted to similar methods to maintain a youthful image, a fact often carefully guarded by studio publicists. Given that the public associates Sheen with a particular attractive hairstyle, it is perhaps unsurprising that he would be inclined to conceal any signs of thinning hair. One article highlighted this point by noting, "It's understandable that he denies it. As the public is used to his handsome haircut, how would they react if they knew it was fake?" This pressure to maintain a specific image is a common challenge faced by actors, particularly those who achieve early fame and are associated with a certain look. While Sheen has remained silent on the topic of hair loss or the methods he may employ to address it, the sheer variety of hairstyles he has showcased over the years strongly implies that he has experimented with various approaches to preserve a youthful and full-haired appearance. The American Hair Loss Association reports that some U.S. males start experiencing hair loss or hair thinning from the age of 21. Considering that Sheen is now in his mid-50s, it's entirely plausible that he might be dealing with male pattern baldness, an extremely common condition that affects millions of men around the world, and its effects can be seen in actors from as early as Sean Connery in the James Bond franchise, many of whom used different methods to disguise their thinning locks. Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner, an icon of American cinema renowned for his captivating performances in films like The Untouchables and Field of Dreams, has, like many, encountered the common signs of aging, including changes in his hair. His hairline has noticeably moved back over the years, leading to public speculation about how he addresses this. Known for his self-deprecating humor, Costner once quipped, "I have about 3 real hairs on my head. I call them Mo, Larry, and Curly," revealing his lighthearted approach to the subject. Interestingly, it's not just hair that Costner has meticulously managed throughout his career. The actor is an avid baseball enthusiast and has even constructed a full-size baseball field on his property. Through his extensive career, Costner has showcased a variety of hairstyles, from the long, flowing locks seen in Dances with Wolves to more contemporary, shorter styles. But as he entered his 6th decade, the thinning became more apparent, particularly around the temples and crown. While he never experienced complete baldness, the decrease in hair density was noticeable, fueling rumors about possible interventions. Costner's passion for detail extends beyond his personal appearance and into his professional projects. He's known for his hands-on approach to filmmaking, often heavily involved in every aspect of production. Recently, there's been talk that Costner might be employing hair fibers or concealers to enhance his hair's appearance. It is said he's very attentive to his on-screen image, frequently reviewing footage during filming to ensure his appearance is optimal. A source once shared, "His hairdresser did her best to make sure his locks looked as natural as possible," hinting at Costner's dedication to maintaining a polished look. This dedication mirrors his approach to his other passions, further demonstrating his meticulous nature. Some speculate Costner might have undergone a hair transplant, given a noticeable improvement in his hairline's fullness after a period of thinning. While he hasn't publicly addressed these rumors, the change in his hair has drawn both attention and positive remarks. As Costner continues his successful acting career, his experience with hair loss serves as an example of the natural aging process and how individuals might choose to address it. Stadikismoma. William Shatner.
I've lost a man.
William Shatner, forever etched in our minds as the intrepid Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise, enjoyed a stellar career but privately battled early-onset hair loss, a source of significant anxiety for the young actor. Imagine Shatner at just 35, the age when many actors are just hitting their stride, already noticing a receding hairline, a potential career killer in 1960s Hollywood. Interestingly, Shatner also considered a radical solution early on: hair transplant surgery. However, the techniques were quite primitive and risky at that time, and he decided against it, opting instead for hair pieces to maintain his charismatic, leading man appeal, crucial for his role on Star Trek. To keep up appearances and not disappoint a legion of fans, Shatner reportedly turned to toupees, beginning with what producer Robert H. Justman described as a less-than-stellar hairpiece. The production team, recognizing the importance of Shatner's image, stepped in, investing in 2 high-quality toupees, worth about $1,500 each in today's money. However, Shatner was rather fond of his hairpieces. Justman recounted that he took home 4 in total, adding up to roughly $4,500 in today's currency. Shatner wasn't shy about joking about hair loss. He was once quoted as saying he planned to donate all his toupees to a museum, each with its own little plaque and spotlight, envisioning a hair hall of fame. The use of toupees became an open secret in Hollywood, and Shatner often deflected questions about it with humor, once comparing it to asking about breast implants or nose jobs. Despite all this, embracing his natural appearance was never an option for Shatner. He continued wearing hairpieces throughout his career, even in recent years, frequenting a well-known hair replacement center. Thus, the toupee became an almost inseparable part of Shatner's persona, symbolic of his enduring dedication to his public image and the high expectations of his dedicated Trekkie fanbase. Jeremy Piven.
You're gonna get straight on me now? Is that what you're gonna do?
Jeremy Piven, a familiar face from hit shows like Entourage and Seinfeld, has long been the subject of whispers about his changing hairline. Once sporting a noticeably receding hairline, a common sign of male pattern baldness, Piven's appearance underwent a transformation, particularly after he landed his iconic role as the fiery agent Ari Gold in Entourage. His forehead seemed smaller, and his hair appeared much thicker, fueling speculation about possible cosmetic intervention. Would you believe that even when the show was on air during the episode Gary's Walk, a full wig was applied to Piven because he was unable to get his regular hair appointment? It is kind of odd and hilarious because he is playing a character who is very appearance concerned. There was a huge difference if you put some photos side by side. Though Piven himself has remained tight-lipped about undergoing any procedures, the visual evidence speaks volumes. Piven reportedly spent $4,000 on a yacht just to get to the Broadway show to cover his lateness, which tells about his appearance care. In photos from 2010, a suspicious scar on the back of his head seems to match the telltale sign of a follicular unit extraction, FUT, hair transplant. It is still unconfirmed to the public if the procedure was taken. This potential change not only made him appear younger, but also arguably boosted his career. It's tough to argue that a fuller head of hair didn't enable Piven to land roles that a more mature hairline might have precluded. Despite his silence, the before and after difference is apparent. Piven's more youthful and adaptable appearance, undeniably aided by a less receding hairline, has undeniably helped sustain his successful acting career. He is now also a stand-up comedian, still under spotlight. The transformation shows just how important image can be in Hollywood. We've peeled back the curtain on the hair loss struggles of some of the world's most recognizable faces. Haven't seen everything from acceptance to closely guarded secrets. It's a powerful reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, even the biggest stars deal with the same insecurities as the rest of us. Does a receding hairline diminish someone's talent or worth? Or does the pressure to maintain a youthful image in Hollywood create an unrealistic standard? We would like to know what you are struggling with too. Think about it. Would your favorite actor be as captivating with a different hairline? These stories highlight the very human side of fame and remind us that authenticity is always the most appealing look. So, tell us in the comments which celebrity's hair loss journey impacted you the most. If you found this deep dive into celebrity transformations fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Timeless Rewind for more intriguing insights, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next exploration. Let's continue the discussion.